Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my video, welcome if you are new. I am currently in town at a bookshop upstairs in the secondhand bookshop section, just having a little browse, seeing if there's anything of interest to pick up. I thought we would just film a little bookish vlog, just doing some bookish things, and like I said, I'm starting off my weekend in town secondhand book shopping. There's not normally much up here, it's quite specific, like it'll all be like war books or stuff, but there might be something. So yeah, I'm having a little browse and we shall see. And then I think I'm gonna go to all the little charity shops, see if there's anything I can pick up from the charity shops. Then I might go sit in a cafe and read some of my book, and let's just see where the day takes me. But so far nothing is shouting out at me, but we shall see. Sometimes I find some really rogue things in here and sometimes I don't. Like a lot of it's like this, like a Dunkirk, which is just not my vibe, but you never know. This is literally a whole room devoted for books about railways and boats and cars. It's just so rogue. I kind of love it, but there's like never anything up here for me. It is a while later. I am now home. As you can probably tell, I've spent about an hour and a half in town. It was actually just such a nice day. I dropped Alex off at the train station because he's going into London to see a film with a friend, and I therefore just stayed in town. I went to all the charity shops. I went to the actual bookshop, which is where I introed this video. I sat in town and had some lunch. I read my Kindle. I went to New Look to go buy some bits that I needed. It was honestly just a nice day, and I had bought a lot of things, although actually when you plus the value up together I didn't spend that much. But first things first, I am reading the very last book in the Zodiac Academy series. It's book number 9. It is 1,200 pages long, like it's a long book, and I think this is my least favourite of the books, and I think it's because half of the book has been war and they've been in like a battle, and now we're in like 200 pages of, what do you call them? The bits at the end? The flash forward scenes. An epilogue. We're in like a 200-page epilogue, which is just getting a little bit too much. Like it's very nice that everyone, it's very nice seeing everyone after the fact, but like I just don't need to see them for this long. So I do think this book will end up being a 4 stars rather than the 5 stars that the previous ones have been. But I still love this series and I'm very excited to have it finished, and then we can move on to another book. But yeah, I think I read about 300 pages of this in town, in various places. I also bought Coke, or Dr. Pepper even. It was like reduced to £1.10, which is like old pricing. So yeah, I picked up Dr. Pepper about halfway through it. When I was in New Look, I went for socks because I need some more socks. So I went to buy socks and then actually ended up buying a top as well. Where's the other pair? So I bought some little black ones with little frilly bits on them, some black ones with a white stripe, and then some white ones with this like pastel-y pink and blue pattern on them. So I bought 3 pairs of socks, and then I also bought a black high neck top slash jumper. So those are my purchases from New Look. And then I just bought loads of books. A lot of these come from charity shops. Like I think all in all, across all these books, I probably spent about £10. But I wanted them. So there were 2 that I bought new, because they were buy one, get one half price, I think. I can't remember what the discount was, but there was a discount on books. So I bought these 2. We've got Hellbent by Leigh Bardugo. I have read quite a lot of Leigh Bardugo's books now. I actually really enjoy her writing style. So I've read the Shadow and Bone trilogy, I've read the Six of Crows duology, I've read the King of Scars duology, and I own Ninth House, and I don't own this one. So I picked this one up. I actually didn't even read the blurb. Couldn't tell you what this book is about, but I love the author, so I bought this. And then the other book I bought, and I have been watching this person on YouTube for years. Like I am talking like since like 2015 or something silly. And she used to be a journalist and now she's an author, and I just thought it was fun. So this is Lucy Jane Wood's Bewitched, which is about a girl or woman called Belladonna Blackthorn, who I think was going to give up being a witch, but then she gets called into being a witch to like save the coven or something. But it just felt really cozy, and as we head into this like autumn period, which we're now moving into, it just felt like a good book. And like I said, I have watched her YouTube channel for years, so I just felt like it was worth picking these up. So these are the 2 books I bought new, and then the rest of them I bought from various charity shops. So we have Harlan Coben, The Boy from the Woods. I don't really know, like I read the blurb of this, but the blurb doesn't really help explain what's going on. There seems to be someone who, he was a decorated soldier, but then he's like lost his memory, so therefore he lives alone until a girl goes missing and they ask this person to help. I don't really know, I've read a lot of Harlan Coben books over the years and have loved them, so picked this one up. I also did the same with this. This is Dolly Alderton's Good Material, which I haven't read. I have read Dolly Alderton's Everything I Know About Love. Is that what it's called? I forget what that book's called, but I've read that one. But I think this is actual fiction, I want to say. So yeah, I picked this one up. And then I picked up Ready or Not by Tracy Darnton. And this is about someone, they're playing hide and seek, and then the person who's hidden is like actually lost, and I don't know where they've gone. They just seem to have like vanished off the face of the earth. And it's basically a book about that. It's quite short, and yeah, I just thought it'd be a good little read. And then I've been seeing this book quite a lot, and I haven't read it, and it's called L.V. Wood's The Lost Bookshop, which is about a vanishing bookshop. And I just thought that sounded really cute and perfect for this time of year. So those are the books that I picked up in town. What I do think I'm gonna go do is continue reading this very, very long epilogue outside in the garden with my Dr. Pepper and finish this series off, which is gonna be quite a moment. I was tearing up a little bit in the cafe when I was reading this book, not because it was sad, but because I usually cry in books when things are happy, and because we're in this epilogue, and this epilogue is like stupidly long, they are like going through all like the happy things that they're going through post frantically quite a terrifically terrible series of events they had to go through before that point. So they're actually now having their like happy moments, and I just found myself tearing up about it in the cafe. So yeah, I'm gonna go finish this off outside, and then I don't know what I'm gonna read next. I do think I want to just finish off, I'm currently in the middle of 4 series where the next book is out, and I do think I just want to like rattle through those 4 so that I can go and start some new series. So when I finished this, I think I might go and read the last book in Twilight. That feels like the perfect book to read in September. So yeah, I'm gonna go sit outside, have a little read, and yeah, that's everything I got up to today so far. It's only 1 o'clock, so I've still got most of the day left. I've been outside reading, and I got to about 30% of the way through the last book in the Twilight series, which is, I forgot how ridiculously like teenage this series is, but it's just quite fun. So it is now a little bit later. It's currently 1:45. It's not very book related, but I got the Cult Beauty advent calendar. I am so excited. Also, why the hell are they releasing advent calendars now in September? And not just September, it came out on like the 2nd of September, but I have it in my hands. It's now in my house. I'm very excited to open this in December. I'm off to do the thing that I said I was going to do earlier, which is going to, what's it called? TK Maxx to pick up some more books. Basically, I have read through a lot of books that I now own, and therefore I kind of want to like top it back up again. I think I got my TBR down to like 70 books, and now I'm building it back. So I am gonna go ahead into the town next door to go to TK Maxx. So I've got my car keys. I'm gonna bring my Kindle anyway, so that maybe I can go sit somewhere and read when I'm out and about. And my phone, obviously. Put my bag on my shoulder. And yeah, let's go head out and buy some more books, because apparently that is the agenda for today. The agenda for today is reading and purchasing books. I even have my little book t-shirt on. So it's all very, very fitting. I could not tell you how long it took me to get this car park space. actually ridiculous. It's so busy. So I'm gonna head in, have a little look for books, and then I'm gonna head off pretty soon because I do feel bad for taking up a car park space because this retail park is chocker. Absolutely chocker. But I'm gonna go have a look around and let's see where the day takes us. I like crimped my hair, as you can probably tell, this morning, and it's so big. Also, there was a fly in this room. I got it to leave. I got the fly to leave. Books I'm sure about. So I bought 3 books from TK Maxx. I've got 2 by Abby Jimenez, which I haven't actually read any of their books yet. I think these are 2 of the older ones. We've got Yours Truly and The Friend Zone. And I just thought they'd be like nice, light-hearted romance reads. And then we've got Olivia Blake, The Atlas 6, which is the start of this series. The bookshop in town where I live, I always see these books there and I very nearly buy them every single time. I think they're also in the works for like a similar price to what I paid for them here. But I decided to pick it up and give it a go. So this is The Atlas 6 and it says 6 are chosen, only 5 will walk away. I haven't been to a car park like that in a while. You know the car parks where it's like so busy, you're like driving around and round trying to get a car park space. That sound. It was just so busy and I just couldn't. I then went into a furniture shop that was there and sent Alex some pictures of some furniture because we still need to buy the wardrobe for upstairs, a new dining table for downstairs, and a new chest of drawers for upstairs. And I was showing him pictures of what I found in the shop. Oh my God. This is so hard. It's getting to the point now, we've lived in this house for nearly a year and we just need to hurry up and start buying stuff. Our combined 30th birthday / housewarming has now been set, a date I mean. So I kind of want to get some stuff sorted ahead of then, as there's going to be like loads of people in our house. So yeah, I kind of want to get some stuff sorted ahead of then, so at least the house is like a bit more finished. I'm going to go sit and read a bit more of my book. TK Maxx had so many copies of the Twilight books, mainly the first 2, but so many copies. So I don't know why Twilight's having a weird resurgence at the moment, and I know I'm like leaning into it because I'm rereading it, but I'm only rereading it because everyone else is rereading it and then I felt left out. But I don't know why it's having a resurgence at the moment, but I kind of love it. But I'm gonna go and read the last book with my newly poured glass of Coke. And then I think I might film a bit of a book haul. So I bought a number of books in this video, in the previous video, in the video before that, and a few like off camera. And I just feel like I need to do a bit of a summary of all the books I've been buying recently. So I might go do that this afternoon. So I filmed a little haul with all of the books I've bought recently. So the ones you've seen in this video, some ones that I bought in other videos, and yeah, I'm gonna make sure they're all in Goodreads. I'm gonna take off any stickers where they have them, like this like Tesco one, and I'm gonna put them all on the bookshelf while I listen to Rachel Catherine's French travel vlog. Yeah, that's the plan for the next wee while. Book admin. It's later in the evening and I am now in my office, as you can probably tell. So, a few little updates. I recently finished Breaking Dawn, which is the last book in the Twilight series. I actually think it's the better book. My favourite one, my favourite story is the second one, but you can see the writing gets better, or potentially the story grows up as the audience grows up. I'm not really sure, but the writing in the fourth one is better. But the second one is my favourite, like, story. I've forgotten the fourth one, you're in Jacob's point of view, and I didn't love that as much. I don't remember that. I just don't remember that. It makes sense given the story, but I seem to have like taken that knowledge out of my brain. And I mean, I did read these books when I was like 14 or something, so I'm not surprised I don't remember. But yeah, I finished that book. I literally devoured it in like an afternoon. But I am continuing on with trying to finish off a series I am in the middle of. And I would say I'm doing a really good job. So I'm trying to get my series tracker up. I would say I'm doing a very good job. So I have a series tracker and I am up to date in 13 series, i.e. the next book isn't out yet. And those are This Woven Kingdom, which I don't think the book is out until January. Finley Donovan, which the next book is out next year. Magnolia Parks, who knows? The Imperium, which is like the Fourth Wing series, who knows? Powerless, where the final novella is actually out. I saw it in the shops today, but I don't like hardbacks, so I've put it on hold at the library, and apparently it's available on the 28th of November, which is wild. My Vampires, which I think the second book might actually be out now. Anyway, Thursday Motor Club, waiting for the last book. I think it's due to come out in line with the film. Oh no, the film's out now. I don't know. There's another book still to come out in that series. Emily Wilde, which I've got on pre-order for the paperback. Assistant to the Villain, who knows? Beast of the Briar, I think it comes out next year. Bride comes out 2 days after my birthday, so in October, so next month. Fae and Alchemy comes out in November. Crowns of Nyaxia, I have no idea. And then the series I'm in the middle of are Wicked Games, which is the Phantasma and Enchantra. And I've got the second book, I need to read that at some point. And then the Hunger Games, where I have the fourth book in these like special editions, and then I have, well, this isn't the fourth book, this is a prequel, and then I have the prequel on hold at the library, which is then available at the end of October. So I am going to read this. I think this is my next book, and you just saw me sticking it into my little book journal as the next book I'm going to read. So I'm currently 4 books in for September, which, considering it's like the 6th, it's alright. I actually didn't have a picture for the last Twilight book, so I'll have to get that printed off at some point. But yeah, I'm going to sit here and read The Ballad of Songbird and Snakes. I haven't seen this film yet, so I'm going into this story completely blind, which I'm actually quite excited about because I never read the original trilogy. I saw the films, so I've never actually read a Hunger Games book without knowing the plot. And I hear that the prequels are really sad. So I'll probably be crying. But yeah, I'm going to read this. And like I said, I've got the last book on hold at the library. And hopefully the last book comes out in these editions, because these editions are stunning. So it seems like summer has arrived back in the UK for a day. It's like 24, I think, today, 24, 25. And it's sunny. And I can hear a lawnmower going, and it just feels like summer's back, which, sure. Anyway, I made a good chunk of the way through this book last night. I got to page 192. This is so sad. It's also so interesting to see what the Hunger Games looked like in year, is this 9 or 10? I can't remember if this is the 9th or 10th Hunger Games, but it's very early in like the Hunger Games life. And watching the way they're trying to turn it into an entertainment show is actually really, really savage. I'm probably going to keep reading this for a bit this morning. Alex and I are going to head back to the furniture shop that I went to yesterday. Did I talk about this? There's a furniture shop not far from us that had a table in it that I really, really liked. So we're going to go back to the furniture shop. And then I think opposite the furniture shop is a different furniture shop. So might go in there as well, because we need a couple of bits. We need like a dining table, we need a wardrobe, and we need a new chest of drawers. So I'm gonna go look at furniture in furniture shopping, but I think first things first is breakfast, and while I'm eating breakfast I'm gonna read some more of this book. Yeah, and then as I said, because I'm trying to finish a series I'm in the middle of, when I have finished this book, which, I mean, I've still got a good chunk left, when I have finished this book, I'm gonna read Enchantra, which is both on my September TBR, and then also the very last book I have to read of a series. And then I finished all the series I'm in the middle of. Well, I finished them up until the point I can, because after that I have to wait for the next books to come out. So I would say that is a success in its own right. And then in terms of bookish things today. I don't really know apart from reading and a little bit of book journal updating. It's a little while later. I have finished The Ballad of Songbird and Snakes. I honestly devoured this book in a couple of hours. Like, it was so good. I don't think personally it's as good as the original trilogy. Like, I gave it 4 stars. I feel like it's like in that like 4 to 4.5 star realm. Like, there were really good parts of it. I don't quite see how what happened in this book was so traumatic that turned Snow into who he is. But I don't know if I'm just being really heartless, but that's kind of how I felt about it. But yeah, I am very glad I read this, and it's a good book. I'm excited to see how they translated it into a film, because I haven't seen the film of this yet. So I will watch that at some point in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, it means I have now finished that book, and I have stuck it in my little book journal. I've also put in the next book I'm going to read, but it's in my little book journal. So yeah, and now I'm going to start with my September TBR, which is all listed out here. So the first book I'm going to read for my September TBR is Enchantra by Kaylee Smith, which is the second book after Phantasma, which was my favourite read of August. I loved that book. I loved that book so much. And this is the second one, which follows the sister Genevieve, who I think goes to a different, like, competition. That's all I know, but I'm very excited. So I'm going to read this, but I am going to talk about this in a different video. So I'm going to leave this here, and I will check in with you guys when I next have a bookish thing that I'm doing. I'm coming to end this video here. It's now a week later. I'm currently in the process of editing it. I'm also very cold, hence why I have a roll neck underneath my jumper. But yeah, I'm here to end the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed coming along with me while we did some bookish things. It was really, really fun. And I feel like it's just the perfect weekend for me. Like, book shopping, reading, book journaling. I sorted out I reorganised some of my shelves to put some of the new books away. It was just perfect. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, click subscribe, leave a comment, you know what to do. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.